Let's make our trick-or-treat tote bags. You'll need your printed templates. I have my mummy and my Frankenstein. You'll need some fabric scissors, some paper scissors for your templates, a needle with a big eye and a sharp tip, embroidery floss, so whatever colors you'd like to accent your bags with. You'll need your felt sheets, so I'm using green, white, gray, and black for my Frankenstein, and these are 9 by 12 sheets. You'll need a canvas tote bag, and I got this at Hobby Lobby. I like to use the white one for Frankenstein, and then I got a black one for the mummy bag with white and black felt. So you'll want to start by cutting out all of your template pieces, and you'll cut the green face, you'll cut that separate from your gray bolts and your black hair. So cut each individual piece out. So I'm cutting the black hair off now. And so now you're left with 3 pieces. You have the face, the hair, and then those gray bolts. I decided to use this darker green for my face, and then I'm just going to pin it to my felt and then trace it using a Sharpie. And then you'll repeat this with the hair and then the bolts. And for this darker color, I'm using a chalk pencil. And now that I've already traced out that green face, I'm going to cut out the eye, and I'll use my white for that, trace around, and then I'll cut that black middle part, trace around that, and then I'm just going to double up those fabric pieces to cut them out. So I've doubled it up so I can get 2 eyes, and then the 2 inner parts. And then go ahead and cut all the other felt pieces out, and then we'll move on to the accents. So now I'm just going to work on my placement just to kind of see how everything lays out. So you have a couple choices. You can glue everything to your bag, or you can stitch some of the pieces. So I chose to stitch the eyeballs on, And I've chosen to stitch an accent around the green part and also the mouth and the stitches. So I've sewn all the way around just for some accent using the running stitch as well as the eyes. And then for the mouth and the stitches, I'm using a back stitch. So there's no gaps in between when you're doing a back stitch. And then I'm just using my template as a guide. And always you want to hide your knot in the back. So I'm starting with my knot in the back, and then I'll go ahead and do the rest of the stitches here. The stitch accents around the face are optional. I would just maybe recommend doing the mouth and the stitches. Whenever you're finished with your thread, you'll want to tie a knot, make a loop, take your needle through that loop, and then secure a knot. Once you're finished with all the accents, I like to lay it out on my bag just to see where everything is going to be placed. And then don't forget to put a scrap piece of paper inside your bag to prevent the two sides from sticking in case there's any glue that leaks through that front of your bag. We'll use our tacky glue and make sure to place it on the back of your felt pieces. And I like to do an outline around the edges and then fill in the middle. And then go ahead and add the hair and those cute little bolts for the sides. And then once you have everything glued, go ahead and let it dry completely. I usually think overnight is the best, and then you have your cute trick-or-treat bag. For the mummy tote bag, I did the exact same process I did with the Frankenstein bag. I cut out the eyes with the template. So I cut the white and then I cut the black. I just glued the black to the white and then glued it to the bag. And then for the strips, I just cut my felt piece. I just cut strips of that felt sheet, the 9x12, and I randomly chose places to put it on the bag and glued it as I went. So this one's super easy. There's no accent sewing. So this one's just felt and glue, and it's super fast to make.